Hey guys, I'm going to be applying my makeup today, and I thought you would like to be present. So,
Well, apparently you're really good at it.
I would too, but I would rather spell them. I spelled them first fantasy.
It opens a whole
Perfect.
world.
Good job, guys.
I
Now
thought
that
you
the
were
twins would
Teresa.
finally get back, we can find out what they've done. Oh, I
No, I spelled them
I know,
first.
but I thought the mom was looking
I
at it.
spelled them first. I got an award for it, and I didn't say I lied.
Gonna build a fire break?
I just Lynn, I read 3 books in like 4 days.
Too busy. Busy with what?
When I get a book I like, I'm doing this. I'm reading it. I don't turn the TV on. I don't do anything else. I just read.
I said, is our game all over?
now it's time for eyeshadow.
One time I read a book
And today I'm going with blues and reds.
Famous, what are you doing to the rug? Cover up the sheet, baby. Really? I didn't know that. Is it really? That's not a typical thing. Just that blueberry one. I don't think so. On the counter. Famous took a bite out of it. She didn't like it. Over here, baby. Back
Red
behind
and
you.
blue.
Right there. Famous took a bite out of it. Didn't like it. Sit on the sofa then, not on the couch, okay?
And when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I like to do both eyes at the same time. I know some people like to do one and then do the other. I don't.
She's high.
I like to do both of them at the same time. And I don't use any big fancy brush like most people do. I don't know what most of them are for, so I don't use them. And I like very bright, vivid colors.
It is not.
And this is where I start blending my colors together.
That's all it took.
Get out, chumps. Rob the planet? Maybe. Come on.
No, it's me.
Officially. Since now, the official planet is under center. Do you know that?
More time after accident.
Okay, I'm
Offering
sorry.
you
I
the
didn't mean to
official
hit you.
royal crush of the earth. Yeah, my first
He,
temporary town.
he was tickling me too.
I'm not here to crush for you two.
See that that magnifying I
Oh,
have to
you'll
my
do it.
glass out to see if we can find it.
Not well. You, my friend, have done an excellent job. You
Monkey?
are an
Huh? You play
inspiration.
monkey? Do you climb up in trees and stuff?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Hiccup. You are our new stable boy. Stable boy? So, here's a question. What's a soldier that already do, anyway? To enforce the rules. So when there's a follow them, make sure they get it. And if things get really nasty, show them the type of things you can dodge. Keep peace in the act, don't. Got it? Gotcha. I guess better than stable. Okay, and speaking of new rules, without further ado... Yeah, no more further ado. Rule number one. Rulers bow to your rulers when they enter the ring. Rule number two. Everyone must also bow to your rulers when they exit the ring. Everyone must bow to your rulers when they are in the ring. Congratulations, pal. And woo, stable boy, coming in for the big win. First bell. From you. Do me Valentine. Huge. There'll be a small fee for landing your dragons on the island. And another small fee for taking off. There'll be a fee for sleeping. Great enough. A fee for eating. A small fee for drinking. How about breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Good idea. What's that?
One winger.
And finally, the letter S has been officially removed from the alphabet. Sure you don't want to avoid words like senator?
Never let everything's a high club.
That's actually
I don't think that's
Now for a
true.
three. I promise. Listen up.
What are you doing to him?
Helping him out.
Why?
He's too loud.
He's not doing anything. Besides not yanking my leg off.
Table boy, clean that up. You guys need to stay on top of this fight. It's starting to get pretty real.
Why have you got his hand over his mouth? Ah!
Aren't you forgetting something?
Okay, bye.
Now let's have a look at your work, table boy. Good. Nice attention to detail.
Yeah, right.
Pathetic.
I don't know,
A lot of things to say there.
You are. I'll take that.
Specifically asked for solemn
So what are we
pausing
gonna get
divine
for
office
you?
etiquette.
Right. What is it you want? You know?
Call me Riz. Toothless, tooth, wet, flappa, flap.
You'll know when you see it. And I'm gonna roll up and see if they have them. Hopefully they will.
I'm gonna darken in some spots.
Why are you telling me I have
Who's
a
got
bad
nerf guns?
leg?
And
Everything has a nerf gun.
Weird. That's too powerful and charged more than you, though.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh. Two more rounds. That's how you know it's true
You
shit.
have.
I got it.
I haven't seen one. Yeah, but we gotta make sure it's got the bullets to go with it. It's not gonna be any good if we don't have any. Huh.
excuse me. Are you calling the laws
We
of
gotta
this
make sure they
land
have the
dumb?
nerf. Do you want to do the nerf gun? What, you gotta have. Yeah. You want a gun or do you want, they have the nerf, they,
Take
the
this
arrow, the
mountaineer to the
bows
new
too, don't
dungeon.
they? Don't
And
they?
our little dragon,
Yeah,
too.
they have
Here's the time to think about attitude.
that practice, and they have the real life
We
bows.
look serious.
I have a real life bow. That's sharper.
No.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you have one
I have
next I will be doing my eyeliner. Now I use several different kinds. I use a pencil sometimes, not on the hot days when of course I'm going to have a lot of moisture because it smudges and drains so bad. So I use a pencil, sometimes I'll use gel. Again, I don't use gel on days that I'm going to be active. And then I use this cream, and it's e.l.f. It is amazing. It's actually what I prefer if I'm going to be active or if I'm going to be doing anything that is going to be sweating or wet on any level. It's actually what I use. And it comes with this handy little brush.
Losing a ring. I thought I was getting you and I kept grabbing him. That's why he was kicking so much. I thought I was grabbing your knee. I was grabbing his knee. Oh, the she goes. Oh, the side, and then we gotta get the she goes.
And to make sure I fill in all the little light spots.
I'm not cold anymore.
And I don't wear foundation or anything. In a lot of videos you'll see foundation. People will take and they apply like concealer and all this other stuff. I don't wear any of that. I refuse to. If it was absolute necessary, at some point I probably would, but
Don't hit him in the head. Oh, what happened? Oh, you pushed Alexa. Oh, Alexa, go to Netflix.
No, will you? Piggy out.
Where's
Where's the Netflix? Yeah!
Hold on.
I.
Here. Doesn't work. You have to go. Alexa, go to Netflix.
Here's Netflix.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I wanna go on. No, I wanna go on this one.
Hotel Transylvania. Where is your mother?
putting on makeup.
Huh?
Putting on makeup.
Mommy,
What, baby?
what are you doing? How did you get that blue and pink?
It's red.
Blue and red.
I have a leech.
Of course you do.
What is that ring?
What are you doing?
Now you're on one of my videos.
Oh, lovely.
Come on with your baby. Mom, is that Offie? I'm your baby.
And with putting eyeliner on the inside, you have to be really careful because, of course, if you put it too far on the interior, whenever you let your eye go, it's going to actually leak into your eye. So what I do, you can see on the interior here, I take and put it more so to the edge, and then it kind of fades back on its own. So I stay away from actually getting right on the inside and it actually leaking into my eye because it burns. The majority of eyeliner is going to burn a little bit when you get it in your eye. Now, nothing like mascara. Mascara is terrible. And I'm no makeup whiz. I just do my makeup like I like it. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing fancy about the tools I use or the kind of makeup I use. I just find things I like and I use them. e.l.f. seems to be one of the better products, and Jesse's Girl that I've tried. I also like some of LA Colors products, but I found that Jesse's Girl has some of the best eyeshadow that I've ever seen. It's just the quality is just amazing. Now, I do use cheaper stuff. Like, I use brands I don't even know the name of, just because I find them and I like the colors. They stand out. Very attracted to colors that pop out. So that's something that I stick with, especially if it's like bright like my hair. That's something that I do stick with. And I'm still not decided how I want to do my eyeliner today. I guess I'm gonna do some kind of cat eye. Or it might be a wingtip by the time I get done, instead of a cat eye. Who knows? But we will see together.
Young lady, hotel Transylvania, sterling reputation for 1,000 years. Los hostels of Sevilla, secrets of St. Augustine, teenage vampires adventure. You will maintain order, or it is happy duty only.
And e.l.f. This cream eyeliner is one of the only that I trust when I'm working out. Because I've tried so many things and other things just seem to fall short. They end up smudging or wiping off. And I hate smudging worse than wiping off because it goes all over your face. And you'll notice I do have a blemish. I don't cover those up. And there's a reason. So, whenever you're trying to make them even, what I do, because it can be very hard when you're doing this, what I do is I take and try to look at the angle. Now the trick with this kind of look is, if you end up messing up and you end up going a little bit lower than what you would wanted, you can always go and add more to the bottom or more to the top to make them even. So I always find where I want it. Okay, and now I go to leveling them out. So I thicken them up where they need thickened to match the other. So this one I'm going to thicken up just a little bit more. I didn't actually start wearing makeup until I was in high school. I think I might have wore it once or twice earlier than that, but I didn't actually start wearing it regularly until high school. So that's what it's going to look like today. And I usually fill it in. Usually I fill it in as I go. And then you can thicken it up at the bottom or the top as you like. But for this look, I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it open. Now, you sometimes get these little smudges at the bottom. The only thing I do with that typically is remove it and then reapply whatever the eyeshadow would be. So I go in really tight and wipe that out. And then I'll do the same with the other side. Some people take and like use tape and stuff. so of course they don't mess up their lines. I just never do. I don't really have a reason why I never do, I just don't. Okay, so now we're going back in and reapplying blue in just that area. And usually this does not take me nearly as long. I'm just trying to be slow so you can see my progress as I go. So I didn't know what kind of look I was going to make for today until I actually started putting makeup on. So, I am just as surprised as you with today's look. And the actual lipstick I was using is Broadway Colors. And now it's not any expensive kind of anything. This is just something that I got at the, actually the dollar store. And it's something that I wanted to, it's Juliet 9. It's something that I wanted to try and see how it did. And overall, I've used it probably 3 times. It does dry. It does take a minute to dry. But it does dry. It's actually a matte. I always call it matte. I don't know why, but other people don't. Anyway, it dries really nice. It does take a minute to dry, but it dries really well. So you usually don't have an issue with it coming off. Now, after you eat and stuff, like later in the day, it becomes dry and cracks sometimes. So, of course, you just need to remove it and reapply it. But overall, it does really, really well. So, now I'm going to show you my mascara. Now, the mascara that I have been using, it's something that I decided to get and try to see if I enjoyed it. It's LA Colors Extra Volume, and it does really, really well. It's not very expensive. I think it's like $6 or $7. So it's not very expensive. Of course, it's not really cheap either whenever you're looking at a standpoint. Of course, it's all relative, so. But it does really well. Now, with the lashes, I always like to go on the back side first.